Great rise, beautiful beings. Great rise, beautiful beings. So, it took me about 15 to 30 minutes to change my tire. Somebody had a black bag in the middle with a stop sign. You come to the stop sign, you can see the black bag, right? It ain't blowing or nothing. You could tell it's weighted. Just a black bag. Like this. I straddled it. Well, I thought I straddled it. I'm at a stop sign. And I'm about to take a right. All I hear, thump. And then I hear my tire going, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. No problem. Air's still in it. But I wanted to be smart. So what I did was, I went to the line in the road and started rolling over the reflectors. I thought something probably was just stuck to the tire. I was trying to knock it off. Oh yeah, I knocked it off all right. The bolt that was keeping the air held into the motherfucking tire. Bloop. It only took 10 seconds for all the air. I said it got to be a big asshole. So I took the tire off. No, first, I opened the trunk, got the spare out. And all I was thinking about was spirit testing me, the universe testing me. But I applaud my mother, because I started driving when I was 6 years old. I applaud my grandmother too. My grandmother is the one who let me drive, my grandfather and my grandmother. Okay? And when I was 6, I would put on my Sunday's best and they would let me drive, and they would say, I'm going to own all this. This is all mine. I'm going to take care of the land and this and that. And then when I went back, when I go to the city, which was still the country in Georgia, we have a lot of little plucker type cars. And it was a car out there. It was a Grand Marquis box, the old box, not the bubble, not like the bubble Chevy, the box. And the tires were old. And my mama said you could drive it as much as you want, because I had a $20 allowance a week, and gas wasn't nothing but 87 cents. I remember when gas went up to 97 cents. But gas went up at 87 cents, and my mama would let me have $20 a week. So I was able to put $10 worth of gas in the car, and I was able to go to Taco Bell, Crystals, anywhere I wanted to go buy me candy, chips, whatever I wanted. And she said, if you change those tires on that car, you can drive it. So, but it was different. Not only did I have to take the tire off the car and put a brick under it, I also had to take, 11 years old, I had to pry the rubber off the rim. Yep. I had to get the complete tire off the rim and put another tire on the rim. Okay, so I got one piece of the rubber off and I couldn't do no more. And one of my mom's friends seen me out there really doing it. Like, they seen I had took the tire off. So my mama walked out there. I never forget. She said, you don't raise the car up before you crack the nuts. I said, oh. So I had to lower the car back down. I had to crack the nuts. She taught me how to crack the nuts with my foot. And I'll never forget it. She taught me how to crack the nuts with my foot. Then she said, now you raise the car up. And she said, to get the next tire off, you're going to have to do the same thing. Lower it, crack the nuts, raise it up. Lower it, crack the nuts, raise it up. And when the guy saw me, he said, I ain't going to let her go out there and keep fighting with that thing. He went on and took the rest of the rubber off and put it on there, and we put the tires back on. She said if I changed some tires, I could drive. And I would drive. I mean, I wouldn't go far. I would go to the grocery store. Like if we needed milk, butter, noodles, flour, I didn't even have to ask for the key. I could just get in the car and go. And then my mom even liked it because she didn't have to put the gas in the car. So she gave me the allowance, and if they needed the car, the gas already in the car because the daughter done filled the motherfucker up, right? Well, the whole time I was changing my tire, all I could do was think about yesterday when I said, I want a man that is willing to learn. I don't care how much money you got to be willing to learn. Got to be willing to teach yourself, because sometimes you're in positions where it ain't about being cheaper. It's about actually, y'all, let me pour my wine. My nightcap. Nightcap getting a little big, ain't it? We got another nightcap for tomorrow. I probably shouldn't have poured that much so I can have a decent amount tomorrow. But yeah, Spirit said, and the universe and the devil and everybody say, bitch, we about to put you to the test. You look, you see the candle fly? I'm trying to do the Obama when they said Obama got that fly. You know how they call him a reptilian and he got that fly. Well, either way, Spirit, the universe, the devil, and everybody say, oh, bitch, you talking shit, huh? We got something for you. We got some boats out there ready for you at this stop sign. Put a big old hole. Big old nice dime size hole. It ain't gonna be able to get plugged. It's gonna have to get patched. And I was gonna walk it. And Spirit said, don't walk it. I only had to go 3 miles to get home. Don't walk it, because that's a brand new tire. And if you mess up the sidewall, the tire ain't gonna be no good. So I pulled over. The only thing I don't like is I got my 4-ways on in the dark on Arlington Expressway. And that bus did not move over. That bus did not move over to the left lane. That bus rode right beside me. And I just don't understand why somebody in a passenger vehicle would ride. No cars was beside them. I made sure I got up and looked to see what was traveling on the side of him. Nothing was traveling on the side of him. He never got over. He rode beside a car with a motherfucking 4-way flash on. Now, I thought that was fucked up. Now, the cars, you know, motherfuckers out there, you taking a chance. But, you know, I thought the guy that was at the bus stop wasn't going to say nothing to me. He kept saying, hey, you all right? You all right? I said, I'm fine. You know, I'm fine. Yeah. But I just, you know, Spirit tested me, because I sure put it in the video yesterday. It's actually in the video, it's actually in the video where I said why I would never be in a relationship. And I was giving an example about men abandon their car side the road because they don't have what it takes to change their tire. They don't change their tire. And look at my nails, y'all. Oh, but they messed up. I'm just doing it from the back so they look cute, but the paint job, I got to redo the whole paint job. Yeah. I wasn't supposed to put the base coat on. But yeah, I see men all the time, they wait for service. Brand new cars, the car is equipped. Like even a Mercedes ain't even got a donut. A Mercedes has a whole tire that match the rims in the trunk. And people can't get in there and change their tires. But I did make a little video. Maybe I'll get a chance to see it. I don't know where my lighter is. I ain't smoked all that. I don't know what type of coffee that is. They must gave me decaf. I took 3-4 sips of That Krispy Kreme, and I never got hyper. Oof. I never got hyper. I had got my mom coffee for Mother's Day. And she was fussing. She wanted to go to a gas station, her favorite gas station, to get the coffee. I said, no, we going to try Krispy Kreme. She was like, Dunkin'. I said, we ain't about to run on no sugar. Dunkin' ain't nothing but diabetes. Diabetes, baby. We gonna go to Krispy Kreme, and lo and behold, that goddamn latte I got didn't have no caffeine in it. Thank God for that. Thank God for that. It didn't have no caffeine in it. Because that Haagen-Dazs ice cream had me up. I ate that Haagen-Dazs coffee ice cream at 5 p.m. And I didn't go to bed between 3 and 5 a.m. Wide awake. Scrolling. Laughing at the phone. And I had to finally go to sleep. It was damn near daylight. That damn Haagen-Dazs had me up. Oh, another thing. Where? They doing a noise campaign. Where? Helicopter. I'm looking up. They coming closer, being nosy. Then they going back over there to their target location. Then they fly back over there one more time. Ambulance, fire trucks. Where? That shit carried off about 15 minutes. I'm alright, though. I'm alright, y'all. I am alright. I like this little hair. I'm about to go buy another one of these before they be gone. I might do another design. Yep, I might do something else. I like this. Oh. Hold on. Let me show you what I got today. Wait. Yes, it's the cheap one. But I could put a bang on that one too if I want to. Not really. It got the... But I said I was going to keep it simple. And my mama said, you know what? You tried on all those red wigs, Sky, but ain't nothing like that purple on you. She said that red ain't doing nothing. She said you put that purple on and you look like a fairy goddess or something. Yep, she sure said it. She said, you right, Sky. Purple look good on you. Because I put that red on. And it just... I'm going to tell y'all something. I don't like no wig color that compete with my skin tone. The wig got to be a color. And the skin tone got to be a color. So, how y'all like it? Rated 1 through 5. How you like this? Yeah, it looked like a wig, but it's cute, though. It's cute, though. I still could do something. like that or something. You know, I don't want to cut it, though. But, I probably could do some baby hairs or something. But I asked the girl, her baby hairs were so cute. I said, did you use gel? She said, no, I use holding spray and spritz. I said, that edge control. She said, nah, that edge control get white. I said, yeah, it don't really get white in Florida. It get white where it's cold. I said, it had to melt. It had to get hot. She said, but yeah, nobody ain't got time for that. It turned white. The wax, it's wax. It's like candle wax. And it turned white. So, yeah, I like the purple. I got one more for y'all. Y'all ready? Hold on. I told y'all I don't like none that compete with my damn color now. I told y'all, and it's the same color as me. Dang. It's so boring. But I'm sure if I have an outfit on and it's the same wig, it's just a different color. Yeah. And you could tell it's a wig. But it's the same wig, but a different color. So how y'all like this color? I should have got black. I should have got black. I like it, but I don't like things that compete with my color. And I always said I wanted to be dark skinned, right? But I didn't come out dark skinned. I think I did pretty good for my mama complexion though. But it's cute. But rate it 1 through 5. What you think about this one? It's cute, but look like I need some denim on. I need a denim dress or something on. But I don't like to compete with my color. I'll do the blonde, but this is my complexion, and it make me look like the chocolate baby, but not even chocolate. I don't know what it make me look like. It just make me look like it's blending in with me. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Let me I really like the purple one. And it ain't no emo shit. It ain't no emo shit. I just like it. My nightcap. Look at the little lace. I ain't even know I had this shirt. This shirt was in there. Hide, honey. I should have had this while I was up north, but it was so cold up there. You wouldn't have never seen me with no short sleeves on. Y'all know I still ain't turned my AC on. I'm going to give it to next month, June. I like to say, universe, thank you for all the trials and tribulations. But yeah, they said, we going to see. We going to see. And any woman or man that hear this video, the first thing you do is locate your spare tire, whether it's a whole tire or a spare tire. And you really don't want to be traveling without one. Make sure you have, that was a brand new car, so I knew everything was going to be there. But make sure you have a jack and a wrench, or, you know, a lug wrench. And I didn't know what my lug wrench was, and it was mounted to the jack. So I YouTube, where's my lug wrench in a Ford Escape or whatever. And it said your lug wrench is mounted to the back of it. So that was my only hiccup for about 60 seconds. So I said, oh, there it is. And I popped it out. And I really, you know, with these nails on, you like, dang, what if I, you know, they actually make everything so it's easy. So if you fight in something, it's something you're missing. It's something you're not doing. So you have to like twist the jack some, and then the lug wrench is easy to come out. But so I cracked my nuts. I got the key, because you know the tire has a key. You take the key wrench off. You crack all your nuts. Crank it up. And then I messed up. I thought I went in deep enough, because I always feel under there to make sure I got hard metal, but I guess I didn't. It was hard plastic. I didn't distinguish between the two. I just felt a flat surface. So that's how far I went in. And then I seen my plastic pop. And I said, oh shit, I got to lower the car and find a flat surface of metal like the frame. So I reached under there and I said, okay, that's a flat surface. That's metal. That's the frame. So I slid it under there some more. Cranked it up. Oh, and I didn't have to use my feet to crack the lug nuts. I did not have to use my feet. I was able to use my arms. And that was kind of scary, that I was able to use my arms to crack the lug nuts. Like the weight from my upper body. They weren't on that tight. And Yeah, you just crack them lug nuts, jack that thing up, make sure you got a metal flat surface. Lift it up, unscrew the lugs, take the tire off, identify what the problem is. It's always best to identify what the problem is. See if you can find the problem. Then, when I got the spare, I had to jack it up some more. And it was easy. It was like, they didn't make it so it strained the body at all. No strain on the body. And then to unjack the car, all I had to do is twist it like this. It twisted so easily. And I lift the tire up, put it on, crossed my lugs, tight one, go across, tight one, cross. You never go do. You never go around like that. You always go across from each other. That flush it on the first try. And then I tighten them up. I hand tighten them. Then I lowered it all the way down to the ground. And then I tighten them again with my foot. I tighten them with my hand as much as I can. Then I did a torque. I torqued it with my foot. I pressed on it one more time. All of them. And I put my key back up. The tire key back up. So it took less than 30 minutes. And for some reason I was prepared. I had on all black. Oh my God. I had on all black. Because that tire was all over me. Yes. Okay, you see. Hold on. See, I got on all black. I got on my pleather, y'all. In the summertime. Pleather. My poor baby. Did I tell y'all the other day somebody hit me 3 miles per hour? Just left the Smith class. Like, I got a Smith certificate. Look it up what that means. I got a Smith certificate. So you give the certificate to your insurance company. They'll lower your rate. I still need to give it to them. I need to email them in the morning. And I'm leaving out the parking lot. I done completely passed this car. Car didn't show no signs of backing up. It was an old plucker truck. And the motherfucker had a handicap ramp on the back. The big metal bracket. I done completely passed him. Instead of him just backing straight out of his parking spot, he curved while he was in the parking spot. Most people, because there wasn't nobody beside him, he was the only car on that side of the hotel. So, I done completely passed him. He back up. All I know, I slung like this. Boom! What the fuck? I parked the car, got out. I just knew this little bitty ass Ford was going to be fucked up. There was not a single dent. I said, sir, just gonna leave. Yeah, I could have told him, break bread, give me something, but I was like, no. Just gonna leave. There's no dent. The little scuff mark, nobody don't even know it's there. And the metal thing did a scratch and went complete. It must have lifted my car up in the air. It lifted my car up in the air and did a scratch like this around the wheel well. And you don't even know it's there. It looked like a highlight. You know how like black cars reflect white light? Like hard white light? Or like soft white light? Like I like these pants. Or like this chain. You see the chain got dark areas. And then wherever the highest light is, you got light areas. That's what it looked like. My car literally looked like I got hard white light on how it picked the car up and dropped it back down, and I don't have a single dent. And I'm gonna tell you something. They watching you in your car. They watching you in your car. And I'm gonna tell you something. A week later, they updated. I didn't know they updated my car. And I'm gonna tell you, out of all cars, I don't care if it's BMW, Ford got the best screens. Ford screens look like tablets. Or phones. Like, I see people buying these BMWs and stuff, and that screen don't even look like a cell phone screen. It look old and cheap. Like, it got all these gadgets, they do all this stuff, but it's still cheap. They not using, you know how Tesla use a tablet looking thing, and you got these new cars that use a tablet. Ford got some good shit in their car. Because even when everybody get in my car, they say, oh, I like your screen. Because it actually looked like a cell phone. Like, the quality of it looks like the way you looking at me now. It's crisp, it's clean. It ain't that PDA. You know, back in the day when you had a BlackBerry phone and they give you the little stick to it. That's how these BMWs and shit be looking. Like, they be having like a 2020 and that motherfucker got some old looking screen. But anyway, the man lift me up in there and everything. I'm like, ain't no way I just went and passed Smith class. Smith class is about observing. But I did the observation. What happened was, I done passed him. He caught me at the end of my car. Well, anyway, back to these updates. So all of a sudden, I had this star that looks like the hospital star on my screen. And it had a red slash through it. So I pressed it. It said, would you like to activate a crash? It says, if we suspect a crash with your car, the police will show up. No, motherfucker. That mean that the wind could blow too hard and police showing up to my car. Like, it could be a glitch in the system and you got the police keep showing up. Nah, you're not even about to put me on that. If I can't dial 911, motherfucker, I'm just fucked up. I'm just fucked up. And if emergency happen, or if I feel like my life is in danger, I know how to change the settings. I know how to turn it on. Yeah, and then it disappeared. And when it disappeared, I'm thinking that they already got it on. It ain't up there no more. And you know you see something weird. Like, why all of a sudden you got a symbol with a red slash through it? I read it. I didn't activate it. I left out of the screen. And now the red slash not up there no more. So they doing what they want to do with your car. And then don't get me wrong. Remember, it's a Ford Escape. So you worried about Tesla driving people off cliffs and stuff? No. Spirit already told me. Don't forget this motherfucking name, Escape. Yep. They got everything in them. They got the foot. You ain't got to put your foot on the pedal when you press the brakes. Let's say you're in LA traffic. When you push your foot on the brakes, you can take your foot off the brakes, the motherfucker don't even move. But one time I had on some thick heels, and I took my foot off the brake, and I wasn't coordinating my feet right, and my foot was halfway on the brake and halfway on the gas, and that motherfucker said, "Room!" But luckily, my foot was still on the brake because the shoe was so bulky. So you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. You don't want to be in a compromised situation where you're wearing the wrong type of shoe, or you looking for something. Like, you press on brakes, it completely stops, right? And I'm sure a lot of people car do this. I'm just explaining my situation. You could be looking for something. You're in a safe place to look for something. The car stopped. But your foot hit that gas pedal. And that car not in park. Just remember that. It ain't in park. Just for, luckily when I was looking for something, my foot was still near the brake, but it still revved that gas up too. Dangerous situation. It's best if you gonna stop and look for something, put that motherfucker in park. But yes, All I know, I was driving out the parking lot. Boom! Parked, jumped out the car. Yeah, I could have called the ambulance, the police, and everything. But when I seen it wasn't a single dent in that bitch, I said, I got to go. You ain't about to raise up my motherfucking insurance because I'm reporting a crash. Pick your battles wisely. And like I said, I could have probably got about $200 or $300 out of him because he was an old man anyway, and he didn't want his insurance to go up, or he probably didn't want his insurance revoked. You feel what I'm saying? And like I say, he wasn't backing straight up. He completely was in his parking spot and curved out. He didn't back up and curve out. He completely just curved out. That's how he caught me. He actually came to me. He came to me. Instead of just a straight line back, get out the parking spot, then start curving. He literally was curving out of his parking spot, and boom. I was already clear of him. He caught me of his maneuver. Well, it was interesting. It was interesting. But they listening. They listening. As soon as I explained that about 3 times while driving in the car, they had put a new feature on my car that said, if we suspect a wreck, we'll send the police. And I did not activate that feature. No, because the wind could blow or a glitch and you keep having the police show up. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Y'all don't understand how many times the fire truck and stuff come into this neighborhood, the police. I gotta get a patch. They're gonna have to plug that hole and patch it. The hole too big. So it's safe to say they're gonna have to plug it and then patch it. I could do it myself. I just don't want to take it off the rim. But if I had to take it off the rim, I would take it off the rim. Y'all know I had changed my mind about selling my house in Florida. But I've been here. I don't know. My desire is to live in New York. Like, I ain't trying to date no nigga or nothing. I ain't looking for no niggas or nothing. My desire is to live in New York. The only problem is my head always on a swivel. And I know them motherfuckers up there already compromised. I mean, like, nanoparticles, somebody can remotely control them, spirits jumping in and out of them. Like, you in a concrete jungle. You so disconnected from nature, it ain't funny, right? So you dealing with a lot of motherfucking snakes. And I'm not even gonna call them snakes because I love snakes, but you're dealing with a lot of entities. You're dealing with a lot of entities. You're dealing with a lot of brainwashing, control, manipulation. You know, even though the city don't sleep. And then, you know, that man tried to intimidate me, talking about, you must be the FBI. Like, oh, the cameras y'all got up in here reading my face or something? Like, what would make you approach me and say that? He didn't run me away, nigga. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. I'll be back. Next time I'm going to the club downstairs. Yep, I'm going to the club downstairs. I already got my little posse ready. I already told everybody, look, I'm ready to go to New York. We're going to be up there 7 to 9 days. We're going to get, what I don't care if the place costs $3,000 a day. If it's 7, 8 of us, Be ready to. What's 3,000 divided by 10 people? 300 apiece. So 300 a night, motherfucker. We about to do something. We about to do something. We about to be in a townhouse or something. We about to relax. And no, I'm not about to go to Jersey and get no motherfucking Airbnb. Because you can't get no Airbnb in New York City or Manhattan. You have to go to New Jersey to get an Airbnb. And no, I want to be in Manhattan. Or we could be in Brooklyn. It don't matter. Because we could go right across the bridge in Manhattan. But I'm ready. I'm ready. So, like I was saying, I couldn't sell this place. And people think that because it's a trailer, like, dude, let me tell you something. Round these motherfucker got termites, water damage, all types of problems. Not saying that this place can't eventually have problems, right? But what I am saying is, a person that wants a nice, dry, no mildew home, no mildew, no mold, no water damage, no termites, this is a good deal. 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Nobody wanted to buy it. And I told my spirit, I said, you don't, I told my spirit, I told my soul, I told every entity around me, I said, I told y'all motherfuckers I'm not living by no morgue. I'm not living by no 5G tower. I'm not living by no smart school that's radiating everybody. The 5G tower radiating everybody. 5G tower went there. They put a morgue, a smart school, and a 5G tower in a 300 feet radius of me. I say, Spirit, I told you, I'm not living here. This shit temporary. So I've come to the conclusion, since nobody did not want to buy this place from me, and no, I'm not about to let nobody lowball me. I'm going to keep the land and get a home back. That's what I'm going to do. I'm giving the home back. My contract says that my land is not collateral to this home. So if that's why I pay an extra 3% interest. See the helicopter? That's no coincidence. Here he come. They check on me every day. They went that way. They went north. They went northwest. They went that way. But, like I said, I'm giving the home back. Yep. So, I'm going to keep paying the mortgage. And I'm going to tell them I'm giving the home back. Y'all need to sell it. I don't care about the usury or the credit no more. And I'm just going to liquidate everything in this motherfucker, all the furniture. And what furniture don't sell, I'll just take it to Georgia. I'm leaving. I said, no, I'm going to fight it. I'm going to make it work. And I said, Spirit, I know too much. I know too much. I can't sit here and let somebody... I can't sit here less than 500 feet from a weapon. I can't sit here less than 300 feet from a cover-up. Like, they could have this whole 10,000 feet radius sleep. Meaning they could turn on a frequency and everybody would be asleep and never wake up. I said this 10 years ago. I said, y'all, I had a vision that people was going to be asleep and never wake up. Because, see, the frequency, they can alter the frequency to any level they want. They can alter the frequency to, nosebleed, eye bleeds, heart attack, hypothetically, theoretically, allegedly, inflammation, start your period, heart palpitations, coma. I ain't no. Listen, I'm out of here. And I don't know what it is. My spirit keeps saying go to New York. And I know New York gonna be underwater. But for some reason my spirit say go to New York. And I don't know how it's gonna work out. And I'm gonna explain why. They got vampires. They got demons. They got entities. Those are banksters up there. But my spirit keeps saying go to New York. And they got a different hustle. And I go through deep rest a lot. A lot of people call, you know how they call it depression? I call it deep rest. So I go through deep rest a lot. And there's times where I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to accumulate no more money. I don't want to do nothing. I'm like psychologically I become AWOL. Like y'all don't see that side of me, but I go through it, right? And I just stop and I don't want to do nothing. It's like being done with society norms, the system. I just be like, oh, no, break. You know what? I'm going to finish this. I'm talking right now. And, I got to tell this guy that want to do a threesome with him and his wife, I don't want to do it. I wasn't going to do it anyway, but you know what? Let's stop with the childish games. And they're not the only one that gave me an offer. It's like 2 more people gave me an offer. I'm not about to do shit. And I'm going to explain why. Because this one that's ready, I say, you're not going to court me or nothing. You just want to come and screw me. And he was like, I'll see about that. And I told him, you know, I'm a Scorpio. I'm clingy. I'm obsessive. You're in a full open marriage. I said, that ain't gonna work. I said, I'm too young to be second. I am. I'm too young to be second. I'm too young to be second. I want to put the purple one back on. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I like it. Now all I need is me a hat to match. What? I could put on a Clemens hat because they orange and purple, right? Clemens, the Tigers or whatever. I'm so lazy. I want my cigar, but I ain't got no lighter. I got a lighter, but I ain't smoked in about 2 days. I don't think nothing over here. to light my cigar. Can we use a battery to light the cigar? Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So, we about to nigga rig this cigar because I was like, why open up a fresh one? And you know I don't like no fresh cigar. I like to hit my cigar about 2-3 times, let it go out, and then light it up again. And then some of the build up, the residue, you know, the black tar, that is. So I'm gonna freak the little tobacco out of this. Yep, freak the little tobacco out of there. And take this burnt end. Come on. Come on. Trying to see what go in without tearing. There we go. Why open up a new one? You know, I could use a new cigar. My mom bought 50 pounds of whole oats. This is groat oats. Groat oats. It looked like rice. It looked like wheat berry. Like a long grain wheat berry. But it's groat oats. And my mama said they taste like $1 million. And I said, well, did y'all season them like oatmeal? She said, yeah. You soak them overnight or for an hour or 30 minutes. You choose. Soak them 30 minutes, soak them an hour, or soak them overnight. And then you cook your groat oats, you know. Or you could just cook them, but it just take longer to cook on fire. I'm not going to do none of that. I'm going to just put mine in the rice cooker with extra water and let them do what they do and swell up. And if it's water left over, strain it, drain it. And I'm not going to eat them sweet. I'm going to eat them savory. We got it. Now that's what you call sipping on some wine. Yeah, let's listen to the intro one time. Hold on. That song just came out by Janine. And then it's crazy how her music be riding. And that shit only had like 18,000 views. I'm like, how? She probably ain't signed no contract.
Beautiful. How'd you find this place?
Let me play it. I just want to play the part that... Hold on. Oh, there you go. I almost forgot.
I'm just focused on some good vibes. Just trying to live a good life. Keep on sipping on some good wine. Make the most of the good times. I'm just focused on some good vibes. I'm just focused on some good vibes. Just trying to live a good life. Keep on sipping on some good wine. Make the most of the good times. I'm just focused on some good vibes.
That shit go hard. They probably flagged that because I let it play twice. Fuck them. Whatever. Motherfuckers should be happy somebody letting their music play in their video. They blocking folks shit. Territorial. It can't be in this country. It can't be here. The music industry is a hot mess. Hot mess. Yep. Well, this conversation all boils down to this. My mother taught me something at 11 years old that stuck with me to this day, 38 years old. And Spirit tried and tested me. Spirit tried and tested me. Yep. Spirit tried and tested me. And said, bitch, I'm going to give you a run for your money. And there we go. I see the bag on the ground. I straddle it. But when I made that turn, I guess I still rode over it. And my friend in Texas taught me that. He said, do you know roadside mechanics throw bolts on the ground? So when them white folks leave their neighborhood, rushing to go to work, pop, pop, pop. Yep. And guess what? The service person in the area gonna show up the same person who threw the bolts. Absolutely. Sad case, but it's real, y'all. It ain't no different than Apple slowing your phone down so you could buy another phone. Yep, so I'm about to let this house go. Sell all this stuff in here and what I can't sell. Take it to Georgia. I'm about to venture out. See, I just wanted this to be a vacation spot, but my finances don't allow me to... Okay, let's say you save up a certain amount of money, right? Even if I leave and go where I want to go, the internet don't pay me, okay? And then even if you have supporters, that don't pay me. And so I would be living off of income that I saved 2 or 3 years. That's not going to work because all that is going to usury, debt. So yeah, I won't be working, but I won't have nothing else coming in. So I have to choose. Is you going to be a nail technician? You going to be a bartender? Like, what you going to do? Like, what you going to do? Because for some reason, the universe got you on pause. Okay? Universe done had me on pause since like 2021. Late 2021. Shit just started slowing down. And I got to give it to, whoever did the evil eye or the block or whatever. I got to give it to them. They did a fine job. They did a fine job. Residual income dried up. I'm a real 9-to-5 worker. The residual income dried up. And then I got my whole nonprofit organization for me to start putting in the work. But my chairman, they are like below middle class. They in poverty. So I would be doing all of the, not fundraiser. I'm not worried about the fundraiser. Like I would invest into my own organization. But all the work, I would be doing it. And then this the weird shit. Peep game. So once the algorithms found out I was about to launch my nonprofit, the lady in Nevada mysteriously had a sudden death. She posted online that she lost track of time. She lost the days. And she survived, right? Then like a week or 2 later, she had a sudden death. Yep. She was showing in LA that she could feed the needy, support the needy, and get fundraising. And somehow it's something about showing that you could do what the government not doing. You a threat. I don't know how, but you become a threat. And it's just funny how as soon as I say I'm about to make a nonprofit organization, my algorithms get flooded with this lady that passed away. Black lady. She passed away. Spirit said she was unalive. That's what Spirit say. Got that candle fly. Got him. Yep, Spirit said she was unalive. She literally posted online like a cry for help that she lost track of time and she was asleep until Saturday. Woke up at Saturday, didn't have no recollection of the day she was asleep. And it's just crazy how, like, you know, I got the treasurer, I got the secretary, you know, I'm the founder, president, whatever. And then all of a sudden they start feeding me this algorithm that this person just passed away. They trifling. Y'all don't understand, they trifling. But these churches sitting around here doing their fundraisers and giving back, and you don't know what they giving back. You don't know what they passing through the food or nothing. Just like book bags. You know how they pass out book bags every year to school children? I think they got a tracker in them. Like, how hard is it to put a little chip in the backpack? Now a child walking around with a free backpack every day. And you see where they moving, you see how they go to school, how they wait at the school bus, how they walk. You see the route they walk every day. Man, this shit fucked up. It's fucked up. It's like when you keep your hands out of the bullshit, it's like they put you in the bullshit. They make you an offer, they make you a proposal, you never get back with them. Then you become a threat. Like, how you become a threat? Because you're not willing to do what they tell you to do. Like you on their stomping ground. Like all the churches and stuff that's supposed to be helping you, putting them to shame. I ain't telling you no lie. You a threat to a lot of people in society and you don't even know it. Let me tell you something. It could be a drought. I'm using an example of drugs. It could be a drought. And you could show up to a town and you got what you need. Right? But they got a drought. It's dry. And they probably got some placebo out there. So, you know. And when they find out you got something, you doing something, you making money, and nobody ain't coming back to them because they shit fake, they still gonna run you out of there. If not, unalive you. You know, it's the same thing. It ain't no different than being on a low level or a high level. Motherfuckers, honest work still pay a price. It ain't no different than a deli. Let's say a deli in New York. It's going to be people in that area say, you can't even run your business unless you do this. You know. That's why corporations run the way they run. You know. Like, you ain't running up in no corporation talking about what you going to do. You know. Because you don't know who you dealing with. You don't know who it is. It's a group of motherfuckers. Yep, but it was trials and tribulations today. I'm going to put your money where your mouth is. You say you don't want no man that can't change no tire, and all of a sudden a big boat put a hole in my shit. And I had to change my tire. It ain't even been 24 hours. I made the video yesterday. I'm still concerned about that bus. I got my 4 ways on. The bus never moved over. Only vehicle traveling by me at the time. Well, I enjoyed y'all. About to get off here. I hope I was able to enlighten somebody. So there we have it. Unearth the magic. The truth will definitely set you free.